You're watching Greater Allegheny Conference Tuesday Night Football, brought to you by the Communications Media Department of IUP and Renda Broadcasting. Tonight's game features the Derry Trojans versus the Indiana Indians.
Hi, I'm Mike Driscoll, the president of Indiana University of Pennsylvania, and it's my pleasure today to tell you about a great partnership that we have with Renda Broadcasting. Our students are working side by side with Renda professionals to broadcast high school football games, and we're especially pleased to feature our own local high school, Indiana High School, Go Indians. I think that you'll discover that IUP students are always out there in the world working, learning, getting real-world experience, and we know that when they walk out the door, they'll be ready to go to work, be productive, and be great citizens. It's also a privilege to be able to help connect with our communities and feature their great high school athletes. Thank you very much.
Game is underway. It's right down the middle. Going to be taken back at the 5 by Howe. Up the middle to 10 to the 15. He squirts across the 20-yard line and takes it down at about the 23.
Ian Scott hit him first, and Derek Stapleton finished it off. So that'll put Derry with the football, and they're going to put it at the 20, about the 21.5-yard line, actually.
18-yard return for the Trojans. Our quarterback is Kyle Holmes. Talked about him with a shoulder problem. That's not what you want to have when you're a quarterback. They'll go from the gun with two receivers to the right and a sidecar left and a sidecar right, then a direct snap from the 22-yard line of Derry. And the first play of the game here coming in just a moment with a snap of the ball. And they're taking their time getting the snap off. 4 down linemen for Indiana. Going to hand it off the right side and hit right away with Valerio, picking up about a yard on the play. And that's all.
Yeah, he had nowhere to go just as he turned it up. Brian Waters hit him head on and put him down for a gain of 1 yard.
Beeman is set up out here to the right. In fact, they're going to go with trips to the right side. They're going to bunch them. 3 bunch receivers to the right, 1 to the left, direct snap, and they're going to throw the pass to Howe, and he completes the pass. 25, the 30, comes up the near sideline, the 35, and he'll pick up a first down, taking it on out to the Indiana 40-yard line, and a gain of 17 on the play.
Well, they bunch him up to the right, and it's basically a wide-out screen because 2 of them are running that screen, and Howe's the favorite target, and it's a first down at the 40.
Now the quarterback in there is Friedline. Trey Friedline is in as the quarterback. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. And he'll throw the pass incomplete in the flat, intended for Valerio. And they love to pass bubble screens and wide out screens and just flat passes. This type of the offense they like to run. Incomplete pass brings up 2nd and 10 on the near side hash mark at the Derry 40-yard line. 2 receivers to the right, 1 receiver, Austin Hess, to the left. Friedline takes a snap and hands the ball off and up the middle and to the 43-yard line. And right there with the ball carrier that time was T.J. Balega. 16 rushes for 34 yards and one of their only 2 touchdowns they've scored in the 3 games. So it's 3rd down now coming up and 7 to go. Friedline will take a direct snap. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. He looks to the sideline. He is a sophomore at 5'10", 160 pounds. Howe is split out here to the right side. Direct snap, looking, throwing, and it's through the arms of one receiver to the arms of another receiver, and he holds on Austin Hess. And that went right through the arms of Howe into the arms of Austin Hess. It's a completed pass, and it's a first down to the Indiana 34.
Down to the Indiana 34-yard line. Very bizarre. And he was right there at the right spot, and that's a big first down for the Trojans.
So they pick up another first down. Sidecar to the left, Valerio, and now they flip-flop, and he goes to the right, and Balega's on the left. And keeping the ball is Friedline, and he'll go down right around the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, right in behind, pulling him down from behind was Derek Stapleton, just as he started to get underway. But, the Derry offense came to play here in this first drive. Gain of 1 on the play. 2nd
down, 9 to go. Hess, who made that catch, is split to the left. Sidecar to the left is Balega. To the left of Friedline. Hands it off up the middle and stringing his way to the 30-yard line is Balega. That's going to bring up a 3rd down here and a solid 6 to go for the Trojans on their first drive of the game. And defensively, Skwarik is on the defensive line on the interior along with Matt Denver. So it is 3rd down and 6 to go, and the ball is at the Indiana 30-yard line. Friedline looks to the sideline to get the play. He has Howe as a flanker right, 2 receivers to the left, and Balega is a sidecar to the right. Friedline looking and throwing sideline. Is going to be caught around the 23 by Howe. And he pulls it in and picks up another 1st down for the Trojans, who are moving the football. They started back at their 22.
Well, they were working against Keldon Spiker, a senior. We haven't seen much of him this year, but tell you what, Friedline put the ball right on the money.
Well, we expected Holmes to start, but as we told you, he's had a bad shoulder, and so Friedline gets the snap and he hands the ball off, and Di Valerio is short of the 20. We'll call him at the 21. 2nd down coming up now. And Ryan Waters came over to make the stop. Defensively, they're without Maturko at a linebacking spot. So Daquan West playing both ways here tonight. Friedline has a sidecar to the left and one to the right. 2 receivers to the left side as he looks to the bench on the far side of the field to get the call on a 2nd down and 8 yards to go. Derry in the first series. It looked like some movement, no call. Handoff, Di Valerio's dragged down and dropped for a loss. And in there was Daquan West to make the play on him.
Yeah, he just got a hold of his ankle as he was getting underway on the left side, and they will spot it. Oh, there is a flag down.
I think they moved. I saw
yeah.
one of the running backs move too quickly, illegal motion.
They showed holding.
All right. We'll go with that. But it is against the Trojans. We're at 8:35 in the first period. This is the first series of the game. And Derry's had it since the opening kickoff. Friedline went to the sideline, and now to get the call, he comes in, and the ball's back at the Indiana 33. They'll go with a direct snap. 2 receivers right, 1 to the left. Friedline looks right, throws to the short man. Di Valerio has it at the 25, and that's where he is tackled. A couple of tacklers there for Indiana.
Riley Stapleton led the way.
Just inside the 25-yard line. And they've got 12 to go for the 1st down here. 3rd down and 12. Sidecar right. Direct snap. Friedline looks, throws right, and the ball was thrown behind Howe. He wasn't looking for the ball. And the coverage over there by Indiana's Keldon Spiker. It's going to bring up 4th down and 12.
That was the 13th play of this drive. They've had the ball for now 4 minutes.
Something that we were told by the Derry people that they haven't done.
They haven't done.
But this time they have, and we're down to the 8:01 mark, and Indiana's yet to touch the football. So it's a 4th down and 12 at the Indiana 25. Friedline takes the direct snap. He's back. He looks over the middle. Leaping attempt down at the 5-yard line's incomplete, and the flag now is thrown.
Oh.
And they're going to get a call against Indiana, and another player, that's Tad Di Valerio. He's down. And they can't afford another injury. We're going to get a call against the Indians.
Well, when he went up, I think that is 21, Clint Beeman. And as he went up, it was probably that defenseless receiver type thing. Personal foul is going to be called against Indiana.
Yeah, the fans don't like that one. The Indiana fans, a few more now since the game started.
Again, that's one of those, the defender, he's right there, coming over to defend on the thing, got his momentum going, and as the ball glanced off Beeman's fingertips, he got leveled. I don't know, looked like a good play to me, but that puts it down to the 10-yard line.
Well, they're going to line up in the gun. And Di Valerio is to the left of the quarterback. And Balega to the right. Friedline will line up with Howe to the right. Hess to the left. And now the officials are conferring here. We're at the 7:56 mark of the first quarter. Indiana's yet to touch the football. Derry won the toss, took the opening kickoff from their 22-yard line. And they've driven now with several first downs to the Indiana 10 with the help of a personal foul. Now the official coming to the Indiana sideline to indicate.
Ball will be at the 14 now, Jack. They just
repositioned.
Adjusted, yeah.
All right. All right, so it's a new set of downs from the 14. They haven't changed the yard marker yet. Confusion reigns early in the game.
Well, this kind of takes away from the Derry momentum here because they've been marching gingerly down the field, and all of a sudden the officials, in their confusion, they've slowed down this Trojan offensive drive.
Now what are they doing? Now they're taking it back.
Well, the ball's still sitting on the 14-yard line.
Well, it's going to be, okay, the penalty takes it. It's going to be a 4th and 1 is what it's going to be at the 14.
Okay.
See, the new rule is on pass interference, it's not an automatic first down anymore. Here's the handoff, and he didn't get it.
That was the hit.
Right at the line of scrimmage at the 15-yard line, a loss of a yard on the play, and Ian Scott and company stopped him.
Daquan West was there, yeah.
That's the new rule this year. Unlike college where it's 15 yards, personal foul, automatic first down, no automatic first down this year. So they didn't make a first down. It was 4th and 1, and they got stuffed. And Indiana will take over at their 15.
16 plays on that drive, and they went 4 minutes and 4 seconds and come up short. So Indiana dodges the proverbial bullet on a terrific drive by the Trojans.
And it was the new rule that really helped them, or else it would have been a first down. Sean Thompson is the quarterback, and he'll send a man in motion. And this time they're going to go off the right side, off the 20-yard line from the line of scrimmage, the Indiana 15. They're going to give it to Daquan West, who's averaging just under 4 yards a carry this year, 3.7, 41 carries, 152 yards. Daquan is the lone setback. We have slot men left and right, receivers left and right. Man in motion is Dietz. Ball goes off the right side, and that's nothing. And the Derry defense swarming all over West.
I counted 7 white jerseys on top of Daquan. He had absolutely nowhere to go.
So it is 3rd down coming up, and they need about 3 for the first down. Darius Carter is split out to the left, 10 receptions on the year. Riley Stapleton, 6 receptions on the year, is split to the right, 3rd down and 3. And looking to the sideline, looking at those flash cards, and we talked about as far as getting the play in there. West alone setback in back of Sean Thompson. Thompson on a 3rd down play, drops back, he looks left, he looks. He's going to go long here to midfield, it's incomplete. Nowhere near the intended receiver. Covered one-on-one on the play. And it brings up 4th down, and that quickly, 3 and out.
Tad Valerio with good position, good defense on that play. So as you said, Jack, 3 and out. And that'll put West back to punt.
So Daquan also does the punting, averages 31.6. And the line of scrimmage is the 23 of Indiana. No score, 6:42 in the first period. And now we have a timeout called by Indiana. We'll be back in a moment. It's 0-0, Week 4, Indiana High football, WDAD, MSA Sports Network.
Fox's Pizza is a proud
I think they only have 10
Indiana
guys. 1, 2,
Little
3,
League
4,
football.
5, 6, 7, 8,
And
9,
this year,
10.
It's going to cost them a little dough.
They got 10
Actually,
guys out there.
A dime
Beautiful.
a point.
Yeah.
For every point the team scores in
Yeah,
tonight's
hello.
game, multiply that
30 or
by a
60.
dime and deduct
30 or
that from
60.
a
Yeah,
large
just give me a
pizza
30 here, I
Saturday
guess.
After the game. So
Yeah,
root
so
for the
that's
Little
what it was.
Indians
Cody
and
Sexton
stop
came
into
back
Fox's
out.
Pizza Saturday
Well,
after
he-
the game and deduct a dime a point from a large pizza. Fox's Pizza, 580 Philadelphia Street, Indiana.
10 guys.
Just show me the dough. WDAD.
Well, Jack, the problem was Indiana had 10 guys on the field, so Indiana had to call that timeout. Now they have 11.
All right, and Daquan standing at his 10-yard line to get the long snap here on a 4th down play with 3 for the first down. And the snap is good. And the kick is a beauty.
Ooh.
And that thing is booming
Oh,
downfield.
roll.
35, it's going to roll. This could set a new record. It's all the way down to the 10, the 5. It's going to be down. Are they going to count it at the 1, or did he go into the end zone? They're going to mark it at the 1-yard line.
I'm going to tell you, Jack,
That is
76
77.
yards.
70.
if it's at the 1, I had him at the
76 yards.
76-yard punt.
Go to the record book. I don't know that one offhand. Call Pat Snyder. 76-yarder.
Is your book in your bag?
It's there. I don't even know if that one's in there, to tell you the truth. Oh, at the 1-yard line. 6:29 to go in the first period. Nothing. Derry will have the ball for the second time. Well, the highlight is a punt. Now, you're going to have Friedline about 3 yards deep in the end zone from the gun. And he'll have Balega to his left and DeValerio to his right. And 2 receivers split to the right side. Now they're going to flip-flop, and they bring and Sonny Stevens is in there as the left halfback. Handoff, and Maluga is going to carry it, Balega, that is, to the 5-yard line.
A little breathing room there with
Gain
a
of 4.
4-yard. Gosh.
Second down and 6 for the Trojans. It's 0-0, 6:14 to go, and we are in the first quarter. Derry ran 16 plays but did not score. Indiana ran 3 plays and then punted a 76-yarder for Daquan. Sidecar to the, let's see how they're going to send up. They're going to send 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left, and a lone man to the right of the quarterback, Friedline, who takes a low snap, looks, throws the pass, and completes it to the 9-yard line, hauled in by Clint Beeman, who came into the game with 6 receptions for 51 yards. Stopped on the play, and he's going to be a good 3 yards short of a first down, third down.
Well, we're talking to the people in the booth. They're going to officially mark it at 75 yards because the ball was outside the 1 a little bit, so they're going to give him 75. Now, I don't know if they've got that in here record or not.
Yeah, I don't recall it, but I certainly could have missed it. All right, then the ball's at the 9. Third down and 3. Hand off the right side, slipping through. First down, 15, 20, 25. And knocked down at the 27-yard line is T.J. Balega. And he found some running room. And Scott brought him down. Scott loses his helmet, disgustedly comes off the field and throws it down. He's going to have to come off because he lost his helmet. He'll be back in a moment, I'm sure. And it's a first down with the ball at the 29-yard line of Derry. And a new set of downs right now. The Trojans have had the best of it because they've had the ball the most. Under 5 minutes to go. There is no score. We're in the first period. Indiana and Derry. Direct snap to Friedline. He looks, he throws to Beeman, incomplete, bad pass.
Well, I just did a quick look at the record book. They show number of punts and all that, but not the length. That's surprising. It's kind of surprising. We have every other stat in the world from Mr. Snyder.
Second down and 10. Back at the 29 of Derry. Balega is deployed as a slot man to the left. Got a receiver inside the numbers to the left and along the numbers to the right side. Trey Friedline looks to the sideline to get the call. 4 down linemen for Indiana, the second down play, and 10 to go for the Trojans. Looking, throwing, bad pass going to be intercepted. Taking it to 30 and taking it all the way for the touchdown. A 30-yard run. And it is a 6-0 game, and how the fortunes of a team can turn in a hurry.
Just amazing. Keldon Spiker was right in the correct. He threw it right in his arms and back for the touchdown. Just like that, Indiana is up by 6.
And they'll give him a 30-yard return on it. I guess they're going to go 32 yards on it, but in any event, it's 6-0, and Scott will be in to attempt the extra point. He just stepped in, and there was nobody to touch him. Ian Scott so far has booted through 4 extra points on the year. Sean Thompson holding. 4:40 to go in the first quarter. And the snap and the spot and the kick by Scott. It is good. 7-0. Indiana takes the lead. You are listening on an IRMC football night. WDAD, the MSA Sports Network.
If your furnace is so weak that you volunteer to do the ironing
60 seconds, 60.
You need a new Lennox home comfort system from Cordless Brothers Heating and Air Conditioning. An efficient new Lennox system will help you stay incredibly comfortable and use less energy every month. Right now, receive up to $2,500 rebates and tax credits on the purchase of a full range of license number PA2526.
They were at the 29.
All of our local student athletes this season. Local athletes help to develop integrity, character, and a strong commitment to success. And our local coaches and student athletes are some of the best in the state. Your hard work will pay dividends both on and off the football field. So keep up the good work. And best wishes for a safe and successful season from Senator Don White.
Classic Hits 1450 WDAD.
33-yard interception return for a touchdown, Keldon Spiker, and Indiana leads at 7-0 with 4:40 to go in the first period, and Derry will get the ball for the third time. Indiana's only had one offensive possession, and that was 3 and out.
Yeah, scored on a defensive play. And it's West from right to left to kick it off as we view it from the S&T Bank broadcast booth. Backing all the way up to the 2-yard line, Tad DiValerio. And he has hit and crunched as he didn't even get to the 20 at about the 18-yard line.
Well, that was a terrific hit by Evan Page. There's some new names tonight, Jack, that we're calling. Evan Page on that. By the way, that touchdown, the Colonial family of dealerships has added another $21 to support the Renda Broadcasting Teddy Bear Fund Drive. We'll give you the totals thus far this year from the Indiana teams in just a moment.
7-0, Indiana has the lead. Derry getting their personnel in the game and slowly doing that. And Kyle Holmes is coming in, who is what we thought was going to be the starting quarterback. He comes in as a wideout, and Derry, they don't have the right personnel. They call time. So we'll take a timeout. Indiana 7, Derry nothing. Indiana High football, IRMC football on WDAD, the MSA Sports Network.
Ever since I was young, I've had a passion for being creative. So choosing IUP for interior design was an easy decision.
I wanted a school with smaller class sizes.
Cutting-edge technology. Access to the greatest internships.
A place where I could challenge myself while exploring my creative abilities.
IUP's interior design program has all of this and more. The program provided me with opportunities to get involved and gain the real-life experience I need to be successful. IUP Interior Design. Sometimes you just know. For more information, visit iup.edu.
Well, right now, Colonial Motor Mart coming into the night, $1,467 to our Teddy Bear Fund Drive. We're only in week 4. We do appreciate what they do. They do so much for the community.
All right, we have 3 receivers to the right, including Holmes. Friedline remains at quarterback. He has a receiver to the left, and he has a sidecar to the right. 7-0 Indiana on the official 33-yard interception and a pick 6 by Spiker. And now the direct snap to Friedline, and he looks, and it's broken up by Darius Carter, and he knocked it into the end zone. Batted it away.
Boy, Darius just covered that. This Friedline has a little bit of a sidearm throw, which makes it a little bit lower, and Darius is 6'4" or 5", and even more when the arms go up, so he had no chance.
No chance at all. Second down coming up. Indiana flip-flops up front, so Carter now is on the defensive right-hand spot. Holmes is out here to the right, slot man inside him. Friedline has a sidecar to the right, split receiver to the left on a 2nd and 10. Handing the ball off to Stevens. He goes nowhere. He's hit at the line of scrimmage. Sonny Stevens, 6'2", 195, a sophomore. Cody Squarick, 305-pounder, making the tackle. 3rd down and 10.
Well, they come right up to the ball. They don't waste a lot of time. We're seeing more and more. They get up to formation, then they look for the signs from the bench.
Friedline back to pass over the middle. Man is wide open. Beeman 25, 30, 35, 40. And he takes it to the 44-yard line. And a pickup from the 18 to the 44. And right over the middle with a modified screen. And the ball hauled in by Clint Beeman. He had 6 receptions coming into the game. And the nose of the football is at the 45.
26 yard. They're going to put it at the 45, so we'll make that 27-yard pass play.
They'll line up with a sidecar left, sidecar right to Friedline. Hands the ball off. squirting his way through for 3 yards on the play to the Trojans' 48, and carrying the ball that time is T.J. Balega. Second down and 7 to go. Second and 7. Holmes is split to the right. Now Balega is a slot to the left, and the receiver outside him from the gun. On a second down play, they'll stay on the ground, but nowhere this time. Indiana has it diagnosed, and the entire defense was there.
Well, leading the way, certainly Isaac Gray. How old is he? He made that tackle right away. In fact, a yard loss.
Sophomore, 5'11", 209 with a tackle. Third down 9 at the 46.5 of Derry. 7-0 Indiana. 2:53 to play in the first quarter. And a direct snap to Friedline. He has protection. He throws near side. Diving catch. Going to keep it in bounds. It'll be in front of the Indiana bench by Holmes at the 45. Let's see.
A 9-yard pickup.
Boy, he is a no shy of a first down. And they're going to line up in under center in an I formation. They need a half yard, and the quarterback Friedline carries off the left side and dives in for the first down to the 44. They win quickly with a quarterback keeper by Friedline lined up in an I, and it's a first down for the Trojans. 7-0. Indians lead it. 2:19 and counting here. Our stats along the way brought to you by First Commonwealth Bank. For a relationship with a bank that puts you first, think First Commonwealth Bank. First Commonwealth Bank, member FDIC.
This is the 22nd offensive play run by Derry, and they've only played 10 minutes.
And they trail 7-0. From the gun, they go keep it on the ground, and pounding his way again is Balega to the 42 for about 2.5 or so. Indiana player getting up slowly, and that's Gray. They can't afford any more injuries with Cassis out, with Materko, linebacker out, a couple of offensive linemen. Campos quit the team. That's 5 players unaccounted for. They're accounted for, but they're not around. Back to pass, flat pass. Caught Balega, dives to the 39, and that's where he goes down, where Derek Stapleton brought him down. Third down and 5 now for the Trojans.
The 12th pass play in the first quarter. We knew they liked to throw, but that was the other quarterback. So they bring in Friedline. He's directing the offense very well, actually.
Yeah, and he's a lot healthier. But Holmes is in there as a wide out, and he's out to the right. And a split receiver to the left. Back to pass, looking. And it's a little flat pass, a delay, and it's going to be hit and down after a completed pass. But no go. Carter made the tackle on Balega. And loss on the play. No, I guess maybe a yard. 4th and 4.
Yeah, they picked up 2 on that.
4th and 4 at just outside the 37 of Indiana. And we're at 43 seconds and counting. In the first period, Indiana leads at 7-0. Holmes to the right. 2 receivers to the left, Friedline. And now, is he going to call time again? He was trying to audibilize, and the official comes in, dead ball, offside against Indiana. That's going to give Derry a first down. Boy, that's a terrible mistake. And the ball's put at the 32 of the Indians with 35 seconds to play in this first quarter.
This will be the 11th play of this drive.
Again, with a direct snap, freed up. Well, there's the
going
flag.
back.
So the 5 yards they picked up, they're going to give it back.
And that's their 3rd penalty, and they've been hurt by penalties.
Procedure call against the Trojans. They were 1-8 last year. Al Gallardo is the head coach. They are going to deploy here with 25 seconds remaining. Holmes is split. Kyle Holmes to the right. Trey Friedline looks left, throws the pass, incomplete.
Ian Scott stepped in front and batted it away.
Yeah,
another step, he'd have had it.
Sonny Stevens was the intended receiver. Second down, 15 to go for the Trojans. Beautiful night here, but we do not have, of course, a lot of people mingle, and they don't really sit. But it's a decent crowd, but Yeah, you'd expect more for high school football in Western Pennsylvania, but it's a different era. Friedline hands the ball off to Stevens, and that's a no-go. That's a nothing. If they give him the line of scrimmage, he got something out of it. And Squirick brought him down.
Yeah,
Third down and long.
That'll be a loss of 2.
And that's going to be the end of the quarter. Indiana 7, Derry nothing on an IRMC football night on WDAD and the MSA Sports Network.
Creepy, kooky, mysterious, and spooky. Coming to IUP's Performing Arts Center, The Addams Family. Lively Arts Ovations proudly presents a terrific musical, sharp with fun for the whole family. Tickets go on sale September 24 at the Hub box office and IUPtickets.com.
Broadcast booth, Jack Benedict, Bill Otto, 7-0 Indiana. Second quarter is coming up. Week number 4, Pirates have a lead, 2-1 on the Cincinnati Reds in their big series. So we'll keep you up to date on that. And
I'll give you stats in a moment. You won't believe these first period stats, Jack.
All right.
You may.
It's all one-sided, but on the other hand, it's 7-0 Indiana's. Friedline takes to the air over the middle, deflected a couple of times, 3 times. It was defense, defense, and nobody caught it. Incomplete. Beeman intended receiver.
Boy, that was batting around like a volleyball. Very quickly, Indiana in the first quarter ran the ball 2 times for 8 yards, 0 for 1. So 3 offensive plays, 8 yards. Derry, on the other hand, ran the ball 12 times, 31 yards, 9 of 14, 101 yards, 26 plays to 132 yards. So 26 plays to 3.
26 plays, 50. That's over 100 plays a game. Direct snap. Friedline looks, throws, and right into the arms of the Indiana defender. Second interception takes it to the 43. That was who? Stapleton.
Derek Stapleton.
Derek Stapleton. That was a bad pass. It was right into his arms, and Derek pulls it off.
Well, you know, they've made the mistakes in a game like this. Teams like this will take advantage of them. At the 43-yard line, Indiana has the ball.
And it's on the Derry 43. We are just underway in the second quarter. And you heard those stats brought to you by First Commonwealth Bank. Relationship banking for you there. And Indiana will have the ball at the their own 43-yard line. I think I said it was at the Derry 43. It's on their own 43. And the pitch goes to West, and he breaks loose. And momentarily, and he takes it to the secondary, and he gets a first down. And he'll pick up yardage to the 44. From the 43 of Indiana to the 44 of Derry, and a first down for Indiana, finally getting to run some plays here from scrimmage. It's unbelievable. 3 offensive plays in a quarter, and they had a 7-0 lead and still do. So Sean Thompson, the senior quarterback.
No, I thought we had a change, but we do not. That is still Sean.
Yeah, and he's doing some repair work on Daquan West, and the official is going to call an equipment timeout. Helmet problem for Daquan, but apparently
they're ready to go.
Thompson was a very good repairman, and he fixed it. So it's first down and 10 to go at the 44 of Derry. West takes the pitch, swings at the left side, turns on the speed, fights his way down the left sideline, picks up 10, maybe 11 yards, has another first down. They'll take it to the 33 for 11.
Sam Waters knocked him out of bounds. And they're going to put it 33-yard line. So an 11-yard pickup for Daquan.
We're in the second period with a 7-0 Indiana lead on a 33-yard interception and a pick 6 by Keldon Spiker. And Derek Stapleton has just picked one off a free line. 2 turnovers by Derry. Thompson under center with West behind him. Flanker to the right, Stapleton. This time they'll stay on the ground again. A delay to his right and inside the 35. Taking it to the 32. Daquan carrying the ball again.
He was ridden down. Oh, I'm on the wrong team. There you go. TJ Ritalik rode him down.
And the ball's at the 27 now of Derry.
So Quan with the runs of 13, 11, and 6 on this drive.
Wingman on the right side, and Stapleton, Riley. There's a man in motion. That's Scott. He'll take the pitch. Tries to turn the corner, does at the 25. He's up the sideline, 20, 15, 10, and he is going to go down.
That's Marshall Dietz.
No, that was Dietz instead, 13 carrying the ball on the pitch, but he had a lot of running room on the near sideline, and they're going to spot it at the 9.
Actually.
Or the 11, let's see.
I'm going to call it the 8.
Yeah, they're inside the 10, at the 8-yard line.
They're saying 9 here, but trust me, it's on the 8.
Indiana driving for a touchdown. They lead 7-0, trying to capitalize on another INT. West, the lone setback behind Sean Thompson. And the pitch goes to Daquan. He's got room, and he gets to the 1.
He got inside the 1, didn't get in, though, so we'll give him a gain of 7.
Second down, goal. Just a shade outside the goal line, the half-yard line. So they line up, they take, get the call from the bench, and let's see if Sean's just going to pound it in himself. About a half-yard out from a touchdown here. And the senior quarterback gives to Daquan, and he's hit. And down he goes, right at the 1-yard line.
Good defensive play. Clint Beeman came in and just took the legs out.
A submarine tackle in there, shaken up on the play, and helping out on the tackle was Hammaker. But he stays in the game, and now it brings up a 3rd and goal from the 1. Absolutely have to score.
Oh.
Just two more times here to pound it in for Indiana. Trying to increase their lead. Lining up, Stapleton is wide left, but they're out of the eye from the 1. Sean will pitch, and upended is West, and he goes down. He didn't make it. It's going to be 4th down.
No, he did not make it. Another one, another submarine tackle. Kyle Holmes and Beeman both there got him, but Holmes led the defense.
Well, they elected to go with a pitch instead of pounding it forward, and so that brings up a 4th down at the 1-yard line. And this very pesky Derry defense hanging in there. Sean's going to keep it, pushes off the right side, and that time he does get it. Touchdown for Sean Thompson and for Indiana, coming at the 8:46 mark. And that's all after the interception by Derek Stapleton. It's 13-0 Indiana.
Wow, they made it interesting anyway down there with first and goal from inside the 1. It took them 4 downs to get in, but Sean Thompson finally just keeps the ball and gets behind Denver, and in they go. And Indiana has a 13-0 lead.
That was a 57-yard drive.
Right.
And, of course, our drive summaries are brought to you by Wood Chevrolet, home of a Wood deal. Ian Scott to add the extra point, and Sean Thompson will be holding. Trying to add the 14th point of the night. And his kick, that's about the strongest we've seen this year. It's good. 14-0, Indiana with the lead. We'll be back in a moment. IRMC Football Night, Week 4. WDAD MSA Sports Network.
In the Communications Media Department, we have a wide variety of focuses to fit each individual's talents and interests. From our high-definition cameras and our professional editing software to our motion capture lab and everything in between. The Communications Media Department at Indiana University of Pennsylvania has what you need. Visit our website to find out more about video, photography, audio, graphics, and more.
So, Jack, Indiana on the board for the second time. 1-yard plunge by Sean Thompson. 8 plays, 57 yards, took 3:02.
And the drive summary, once again, brought to you by Wood Chevrolet, home of the Wood deal. So ready to go. Kicking from the 40 from left to right is Daquan West, and Indiana now up 14-0. Good kick, end over end, going to be hauled in at the 10-yard line. And running across the 25, the 30, and on up to about the 34-yard line. And the return man was Austin Hess.
Keldon Spiker again. Boy, we're calling his name a lot tonight. This young man, he's a senior. We haven't seen him too much in the first 3 games, but playing a super game here tonight. And it's good to see Sean Thompson get that touchdown. He's had a couple of rough outings, and he gets that touchdown, directs his offense, and Indiana leads it.
14-0 is the score. Now Friedline hands the ball off to Balega, and Balega on a slant off the right side from the 39 to the 43 for 4. Second down, 6 to go. A very big game here because although the teams are under 500, it's a section game, and you got to win your section games, and especially you've got to win them when they're at home. Quarterback is Trey Friedline. He has a sidecar right, a sidecar left. He looks to the right. He throws the pass. It's complete and circling his way for a first down to the 46-yard line, and they've been fairly effective on the pass plays. And it goes to Howe. Jamie Howe is a junior, 5'9", 155. Came into the game with 7 receptions for 125 yards.
The 16th pass thrown by Derry. They've completed 10 of them.
Indiana takes out Sean Thompson and Cody Squarick defensively as they're trying to rotate some people in there. And Friedline hands the ball off to Balega again, just short of the midfield stripe.
Ryan Waters at the bottom, holding on to Balega's leg up.
And a gain of 3, second down and 7. Second period, 7.5 minutes and counting. 14-0 Indiana. Holmes is wide left. Kyle Holmes. Gun formation. 4 down linemen Indiana. Balega again. Bounces off one. Hits into another man, and down he goes around the Indiana 48.
That was Daquan West head on.
Daquan being called into duty offensively and defensively because of injury situation to Malik Maturko. Don't forget, we'll have the Luther Ford Lincoln Coach's Corner show tomorrow morning here at WDAD at 8 o'clock between 8 and 10. And tomorrow night, IUP from Seton Hill at 5:30 on U92.5, U92radio.com. Third down coming up, 5 to go. Direct snap to Friedline coming up. And he'll take a direct snap with 4 down linemen ready to charge for Indiana. A quick hit, and the quick pass is incomplete. Beeman intended receiver. If he makes the catch and he's tackled right away, still isn't going to make it by a yard. Brings up 4th down now for the Trojans.
And while they put the punting unit on, we want to thank Alan Parrish for listening on the internet down in the Woodlands at Texas. Not in Texas. BAuto@RendaBroadcasting.com. Tell us where you're listening to our broadcast tonight.
Beeman will be punting. Punt formation here, and he'll get it away at about his 40-yard line. And he just got it away, and it's a pretty good kick. And this one is going to go to the 1-yard line, the 2-yard line. Woo. What a beautiful kick. So that one went about 50 yards, no return. We've seen 2 fantastic punts here tonight. 50-yarder.
Well, he was at the 48-yard line to the 2. I gave him 46, but that's my numbers. 46 yards.
Okay.
Yeah. But we've seen some punting tonight, haven't we? A 75 and a 46.
6:26 to play in the half. And Indiana will take over as they move it from left to right, coming to you from the S&T Bank broadcast booth here on this 4th week of high school football as Indiana lines up and looks to the sideline to get to play.
See those numbers, Jack?
Oh, yeah.
Those red uniforms?
Yeah, right.
Ooh, they're hard to see.
Quarterback's under center. Thompson back, throws the pass, completed to Stapleton, and he'll take it to the 13. And a quick hit that defensively. Stapleton that time, by the way, Stapleton came into the game with 6 receptions, 128 yards, averaging 21 a catch. That one's good for 7. Second down and 3 at the 9 of Indiana. It's on the near side hash mark. 6 minutes to play in the half, 14-0 Indiana. 2 interceptions have been the big plays for the Indiana defense. Thompson worked under center, and he will do it again with one setback in West as Derry has to reposition the defense. Give it to West, and he slants and bangs his way, stretches forward, first down, takes it to the 20-yard line, and he picks up 11.
Good thing Sam Waters was there because Daquan had a big opening, and Waters stepped into that hole and dropped him at the 20-yard line, but an 11-yard pickup.
So now Sean will line up. He'll have 2 men deployed right outside the numbers and 2 to the left. And they'll line up in a pistol formation here with West behind the QB, looking to the sideline as the clock runs down to 6 seconds. And they're going to have to call time because they're not going to get to play in. They do. 14-0 Indiana. Timeout on WDAD and the MSA Sports Network.
In the Communications Media Department, we have a wide variety of focuses to fit each individual's talents and interests. From our high-definition cameras and our professional editing software to our motion capture lab and everything in between. The Communications Media Department at Indiana University of Pennsylvania has what you need. Visit our website to find out more about video, photography, audio, graphics, and more.
Might mention, Jack, that that other touchdown now, Colonial Motor Mart contributing $42 more to our Teddy Bear Fund Drive. And also it's a dime a point promotion with the Fox's Pizza Den. They could owe us money tomorrow. You know, all season long, every point Indiana High football team scores tonight, you'll get 10 cents off the cost of a large pizza. You've got to buy it tomorrow. So right now, $1.40 off a pizza.
All right, it's back to the action here with just 5:18 remaining in the half. Under center, Sean back. Now he's being rushed. He rolls to the left. He looks. He throws long downfield, but he threw it behind Darius Carter. And he turned the wideout around, and he couldn't get to it. Incomplete.
That'll bring up second down. That's what we saw last week. Just missing the mark. He had to turn him all the way around. Had no chance at it.
Third down coming up. Second down coming up in 10 at the Indiana 20. Stapleton wide left and a couple of yards, or wide right, I should say. Carter a couple of yards to the left. Wing back on the left side, wing back on the right. Lone setback, man in motion. Quick pitch goes to the man in motion. And turning and spinning, and down he goes at the 24.
Ian Scott, he's fun to watch run, though, isn't he, Jack? He's a little guy. And bringing him down was Chase Stevenson. And just spinning him down at the 25-yard line, so a 5-yard pickup for Ian.
Coming into this game tonight, Ian Scott was 1 yard short of being the leading rusher on the team. But he also had the greatest yards per carry at 7.9. It's third down now, and they need about 6. And the ball is at the nose of the 25 of Indiana. Indiana leading at 14-0. One setback behind Sean Thompson, who pitches it to Daquan. Daquan is tripped up, but he keeps balance, and he gets a first down and takes it to the 33-yard line of Indiana, and a first down on an 8-yard pickup.
Well, Clint Beeman had him be at the line of scrimmage, but Daquan, with pretty good balance, just plugged forward and got the first down, and they'll set it right down at the 33. So an 8-yard pickup.
New set of downs here. The ball at the 33 of Indiana. Under center. Receiver to the right. Slot man to the right. Split receiver to the left. On a 1st and 10. And they hand it off, and that's a nothing. That's a loss. And the ball's going to be back at the 32 and a loss of a yard on the play.
Boy,
I don't know if that was a broken play or not, but it certainly did not work.
Daquan felt that one. Boy, there was nobody in front of him.
Lost his shoe.
So it only lost 1 on the play. He's carried 9 times for 55 yards in the second period, Daquan West.
And they may have to get him out of there because he can't get the shoe on. And now Thompson, who has had a lot of repair on Daquan tonight.
I mean, they're working on him.
He's fixed his helmet. He's fixing his shoe. And
the heel on the left shoe is still not, you know how you put your foot in the shoe and it bends down? That's what he's got.
Yeah, and guess who they give the ball to? Daquan didn't mean.
And there comes his shoe.
Lost the shoe, but the first down as he takes it to the 45-yard line, and the shoe is back at the 47. 43, I guess, maybe. First down. Now they're going to take him out.
13-yard pickup for Daquan West.
Ball at the 45 on the far side hash mark for the Indians. 3:10 to play, first half. 14-0 Indiana.
Evan Page will be in there for this play in the Indiana backfield.
And Sean Thompson under center. Has a slot man to the right, Stapleton to the right, Carter. They're going to go on the counter, goes to Scott, and he has running room down the sideline at the 40, 35, 30. Turns on the Jets down the sideline. He is going to go all the way for the touchdown. And there are no flags. Ian Scott goes for the score, and Indiana is up 20-0.
And some nice blocking downfield around the 10-yard line by Darius Carter, which enabled Ian to get in that last 10 yards. And, he just tiptoed right in front of the Derry cheerleaders and went into that end zone at the 2:46 mark.
20-0, and Scott not tuckered out yet, so he's going to attempt the extra point.
Yeah.
He's already put through two of them through the uprights tonight. Second period here shows 2:46. Indiana starting to lengthen the lead now. And the snap coming. Sean Thompson holding. Kick is good. 21-0 Indiana. Timeout on the field. IRMC night number 4. And it's Indiana football. WDAD MSA Sports Network.
Our Colonial out-of-town scoreboard: Blairsville 10, Northern Cambria 6, Homer Center 18, Purchase Line 6, Ligonier Valley 15, Marion Center 8.
21-0 Indiana. Short man going to take it at the 16-yard line and take it on up across the 30 to about the 31 or 32. And the Trojans have the ball, but they're down 21-0 with 2:40 to play in the first half. And our drive summary brought to you by Wood Chevrolet in Plumville, home of the Wood deal. 98-yard drive, 8 plays, 3 minutes, 12 seconds. Ian Scott, 55-yard run, and the extra point, 21-0.
Derry's 5th possession. Indiana's had the ball 3 times. Is it?
And the direct snap, they're going to hand it off to Balega. Balega has a first down as he plunges his way to about the 43.
You got to like TJ Balega. This kid's a hard runner. He gets the ball. He knows he runs north and south and just plows ahead for a first down out to the 44-yard line.
And here we go now with the next play in the series. And this time they're going to take it up the middle and get a couple of yards on the play. Actually going to get about 4-yard pickup as Friedline, the quarterback, handing it off to TJ Balega once again. Balega came into the game 16 carries, 34 yards, and one of only 2 touchdowns they have on the year, and that is prevailing here. They're down 21-0 with 2 minutes to go in the first half. Coming up at halftime, we'll have the WPIAL updated report. Direct snap, Friedline's going to throw the pass and complete it. Couple of yards, he fell forward. I was going to say a couple of yards short of a first down, but it's almost a first down.
Yeah, it's right on it. They may either eyeball it or measure on this one. Depends on where they set that ball down. And I think it's a first down. It is.
J.B. Howe made the catch and has a first down at the Indiana 46. So they bring in Friedline went to the sideline. Now he comes up. He's between his sidecars right and left. 4 down linemen for Indiana, ready to charge. Ball is at the Indiana 46. Trojans have a 1st and 10. Trailing 21-0. Friedline looks, throws to the right, completed pass. That'll be a 4-yard pickup. Hauled in by Clint Beeman. Stays inbound. The clock continues to roll, and now we're going to get a timeout called. So we'll be back in a moment with a score. 21-0. Indiana leading on an IRMC, WDAD, and MSA Sports Network.
In the Communications Media Department, we have a wide variety of focuses to fit each individual's talents and interests. From our high-definition cameras and our professional editing software to our motion capture lab and everything in between, the Communications Media Department at Indiana University of Pennsylvania has what you need. Visit our website to find out more about video, photography, audio, graphics, and more.
Second and 5 at the 41, and a little pass going to be complete to Beeman. He'll pick up a 1st down as he'll take it to the Indiana 35-yard line. Derry trying to get on the board with 58 seconds remaining in the first half. Indiana has a 21-0 lead. Beeman lines up as a tight end right, flanker to the right, split receiver left, and there's a flag. And that's going to be a call here against Derry, I believe, for procedure. They tried to get it underway in a hurry and execute that play. And they sifted out. Here it is, dead ball foul. And this procedure against Derry, as we called it. That last drive for Indiana, 98 yards.
After that terrific punt that went out of bounds on the 2-yard line.
Yep.
Well, you know, you look at that turnover, Keldon Spiker on that interception, and then another points off a turnover. Derry's kind of handed it to Indiana.
Yeah, their own mistakes. Now back looking free line. There's a ball that should have been intercepted but was dropped. And that would have been the third one. That would have been
Keldon Spiker again. Yeah,
down the left sideline. You'd have had that one gone too.
Woo!
That one wasn't quite as easy, but he should have had it. 2nd down coming up. Friedline looks and throws, and a leaping grab inside the 30-yard line. Balega hauls it in to the 28, and they're going to be about 3 yards short of a 1st down. Ryan Waters came over to make the stop, 33 seconds remaining. And another timeout. Derry calls time with 33 seconds. Going to step out for 30 seconds. Indiana leading 21-0 on an IRMC football night. WDAD MSA Sports Network.
In the Communications Media Department, we have a wide variety of focuses to fit each individual's talents and interests. From our high-definition cameras and our professional editing software to our motion capture lab and everything in between, the Communications Media Department at Indiana University of Pennsylvania has what you need. Visit our website to find out more about video, photography, audio, graphics, and more.
Jack Benedict Bellotto, 33 seconds remaining in the half. Indiana up 21-0. Derry has it 3rd and 3 at the Indiana 27. Spiker, and the ball knocked away, batted away again by Carter. At 6'5", he elevated, and the pass was batted away and deflected. Friedline's pass incomplete. That took 5 seconds. It's 4th down. Now, Thompson comes in defensively for Indiana, and he replaces Ian Scott.
Well, just 3 yards, 4th and 3. They still have time, 28 seconds in the half. I don't look for anything real big here, just enough to get the yardage.
They're out of timeouts, too. That last timeout was it. Looking, throwing, look-in pass.
Oh, he
dropped by Holmes. He had it, and he should have caught it, and it would have been a 1st down, but he dropped the ball. You got to have good hands, especially if you're the other quarterback. And Indiana takes over, 25 seconds to go.
You would think. You never know what Coach Z will pull out here. You know, you think they're just going to run this clock out and go into the locker room. We'll see.
25 seconds remaining. Indiana does have one timeout, and the ball is at their 28. 21-0. Thompson will work under center with receivers left and right. Long count. Steps back. Going to look sideline. Stapleton not open. Rolls to the right. Sets up. Pressured. Throws short. It's caught. Stepping out of bounds. It's a first down. Ian Scott at the 45-yard line of Indiana. Pickup of 17 on the play. Down to 17 seconds with still one timeout remaining. And field goal is usually out of the question for Indiana.
Yeah.
West behind Thompson. He works under center. He drops back. He looks long. He goes down the middle. It is dropped by Scott. He had his man beaten, and the ball was laid in there rather nicely by Sean Thompson.
Yeah, and he threaded the needle. There was double coverage on that, and it was into Ian's hands, and nobody feels worse than Ian does.
11 seconds remaining. Ball at the Indiana 46. One timeout remaining. 21-0 Indiana. This time they'll go from the gun and send receivers left and right. Two left, two right.
They're going to air it out here, Jack.
All right. Sean awaiting the snap. It's good. He has time. He looks. He throws it over the middle, and it's through the hands and should have been caught. Incomplete at the 33-yard line.
Right there.
Right through the hands of Darius Carter.
Right on his hands. And there is a penalty down at the line. Holding against Indiana.
Yeah, holding.
Well, with 6 seconds left.
Victory kneel.
Victory kneel.
Halftime victory kneel. That's my call. We don't need the flashcards for that one.
No.
21-0 Indiana. And they step it off from the spot back to the 27 of Indiana. Coming up, we'll have stats for you, brought to you by First Commonwealth Bank. Time to be first. Our out-of-town scoreboard along the way, sponsored by Colonial Motor Mart. And Indiana, this shows three zeros on the board.
And that would be the end. Yeah.
What was it? Was there 6 seconds up there?
There was
5 or
6 seconds.
Yeah. That should be it. They didn't snap the ball.
I think they're going to put it back on the clock.
Yeah, 6, I think.
6 seconds.
Yeah, 6. 6 seconds on the clock and the snap of the ball. It's at the Indiana 27. They put 60 up, but they'd rather have 6. And that's what they do. All right, here we go. Direct snap to Sean Thompson with one play left here. And they'll give the ball to West, and they drag him down at the 31 from behind. So that's going to end the first half. And Indiana leading it, shutting out Derry, 21-0.
My name is Howie Bagosa, and I am a designer for Disney Interactive Studios. So I design video games, specifically Club Penguin, which is a virtual world for kids. And I basically am in charge of creating art assets for this game and basically making the game look fun and exciting and approachable for kids. So I was never an actual graphic design major, but I didn't let that stop me from pursuing what I wanted to do. As a communications media major, I tried to look for mentors to help facilitate the dreams that I wanted to pursue. One of my mentors in particular was Dr. Drew Davidson, and he showed me that not only could I dream about being a graphic designer for video games and working in the video games industry, he showed me how to get there, and that was a really big step for me, knowing that I had a dream, but also the map and the path to walk on to get to that position. Going to IUP has helped me dip my feet into many, many different disciplines and interests, and that has really helped me out a lot in my career. You would think that being a dance minor has absolutely nothing to do with anything, right, except dance. But that experience alone at IUP has helped me become an animator for Disney. Getting a sense of timing and movement translates really well from dance to animation. The class sizes at IUP are really small, but sitting in a smaller class and getting a lot of attention from your professors, amazing. Like, it's hard, it's difficult to really engage and absorb the knowledge that a professor gives to you in a large setting. One of the things that I really enjoyed about the small settings was that I was able to find good mentors. Dr. Lambersky, Dr. Drew Davidson, these people have all molded me and shaped me into becoming this fierce, professional and really pursue my dreams. Growing up, our family didn't have a lot of money, and school and college was almost a pipe dream. IUP gave me that chance. I would not be where I am today if it weren't for the people at my college who placed their faith in me. Find your success at IUP.
We've got some folks that traveled from Laredo, Texas to Minnesota listening to us tonight. If you be kind enough just to put it in an email, BOtto, that's B-O-T-T-O, BOtto at rendabroadcasting.com. Love to know where you are listening to the Little Indians on a Friday night this year. Love to know, we mentioned earlier, and I lost the name. That's the story of my life. That is Alan Parrish listening at the Woodlands in Texas last week.
All right, Dan, kicking off will be Derry, Indiana receiving here. And Kyle Holmes is the kicker from the 40-yard line. It's a short end-over-end kick, going to bounce in the middle of the field and scooped up at the 23-yard line and down at the 27.
Marshall Dietz picked that thing up. So Indiana has the ball.
And we'll get it underway here at the 11:57 mark in the third quarter. And they'll mark the ball to 27-yard line. So it'll be Sean Thompson at quarterback, the senior. 6'4", 185, threw for 264 yards coming into this game, 19 of 44. They pretty much can run the clock and pound it if they want to. And he will operate under center. Daquan West, quarterback, man in motion, and the pitch comes to our side of the field. Stiff arm, then tripped up and down he goes, and that is Marshall Dietz, and he is tackled by Balega on the play back at the 29-yard line, and the gain of 2, 2nd and 8.
Balega does it all, doesn't he? I mean, he's a good runner. He's a good defensive player.
And they have a couple of their key players out with injuries, so other guys have to do the job. 21-0 Indiana. 2nd down, 8 yards to go from their own 29. They've got about 6 men up front. Man in motion, far side of the field. Thompson's going to throw the pass. Caught by Carter. Slides one tackle, beats another one, keeps on going, gets inside the 45 to the 46-yard line of Indiana. And a gain of 15 on the play, and it's 1st down. Thompson to Carter.
Well, I'm glad that Darius made that catch, and then some hard running afterwards. That's the Darius Carter we know.
Going to respot it at the 47 of Indiana. 1st down. Carter came into the game averaging almost 14 yards a catch. He has made a verbal commitment to Temple. There are many other D1 schools that are courting him, we'll put it that way. Here is the handoff off the right side. No, it's a fake to West, and Sean's going to keep the ball. 45-40. Down the sideline he goes. Sean Thompson faking. He's going to take it on the near sideline, and he'll take it to the house for a touchdown. And he'll take it 53 yards for the score. And just like that, Indiana's up 27-0.
Well, once he turned a corner, he broke it loose at the Derry 40-yard line and right down the sideline, showing a little bit of speed. A nice gallop by Sean Thompson, his 2nd touchdown tonight.
Yeah, one went from 1 yard and now 53 yards out. And Scott will attempt the extra point and try to tack on the 28th point here as we are just underway, the first series in the second half of play. Thompson will hold and Scott will attempt the point. Here's the snap coming. And guess what? He missed it wide to the left, no good. 27-0 Indiana. We'll be back in a moment. You're listening to Indiana High Football, WDAD MSA Sports Network.
If your furnace is so weak that you volunteer to
man.
just to stay
All I could
warm, you need a new Lennox
He set.
system from Davis Brothers Heating and Air Conditioning. An efficient new Lennox system will help you stay in.
All right, so we had what?
230s.
3 plays, 53 yards. 3 plays, 73 yards. A minute 19.
Call Davis Brothers Heating and Air Conditioning today at 724-465-6722. Lennox, innovation never felt so good. License number PA2526.
Luther Ford is the home of America's top-selling brand. With the quality and dependability of the #1 selling Ford F-150, it's easy to see why. During the Built Ford Tough Sales event going on now at Luther Ford, the 2013 Ford F-150 has up to $11,000 off of MSRP or 0% APR and $2,000 cash back. The Built Ford Tough Sales event going on now at Luther Ford Lincoln. If you come to Luther Ford, you'll buy at Luther Ford in Homer City. Shop 24/7 at lutherford.com.
Classic Hits 1450.
WDAD.
So Indiana goes 3 plays, 73 yards, took a minute 19. Nice run by Thompson.
And the kick is going to be fumbled and down.
Look out.
A couple of Derry players fall on the ball to 21 on Daquan West's kick.
Ian Scott was there, but just couldn't get his hands behind him to pick up that loose ball. That would have been all over. You know, we talked about the Hoff chiropractic adjustment. I'd just say kick off, you know, or just run the ball back. There's no adjustments to be made, Jack.
No, not really. They're going to put the ball up to Derry 21. It's 27-0. That drive, 73 yards in 3 plays, 53-yard run for Sean Thompson, and the extra point no good, and so it's 27-0. You have to get to 35 to make it the mercy rule. Direct snap to Friedline, and he'll hand it off, and Balega will take it for 3 yards. 2nd down and 7 at the 24 of Derry. And our drive summary brought to you by Wood Chevrolet, home of the Wood deal. the S&T Bank broadcast booth. My life, my bank, S&T Bank. Friedline will line up Balega to his right, and he has trips to the right, and he looks and he throws the bubble screen, and that's going to go nowhere. The Indiana defense had it just totally diagnosed.
That was a good two-point takedown by Jake Zelinskas. He had him around the waist and just threw him down to the turf.
3rd down and 8 coming up. We're early in the third quarter, and Indiana's up 27-0. And before the snap of the ball, there's a whistle. Yeah, let's see. What are they doing here?
Offside against Derry. It's an unusual call when you have the ball.
Yeah. Daquan West comes in defensively for Indiana. 3rd down for the Trojans, and they've got almost 15 to go. Friedline is back, and he lobs it down the sideline, and that'll be hauled in for a 1st down by Beeman all the way out to the 42-yard line. A nice lob pass.
He got out
Trey
there.
Friedman.
Yeah, he paid the price. Jake Zelinskas hit him hard out of bounds, but a terrific catch by Jamie Howe, I think. You have Beeman? Wasn't that 81?
Could have been. I thought it was 21, but we'll take it. Either way, it's a 1st down to the 41. Balega takes it to the 44 on a slant off the right side. 2nd down and 6 at the 44. $27-0 Indiana. 9 minutes to go in the third period. Handoff, Balega again. Stop. Maybe a yard. Nothing off the right side. Indiana defense not yielding. So far this year, the Indiana defense has given up 175 yards a game rushing. 261 total. 3rd down, 6 yards to go for the Trojans. Friedline now will line them up with a sidecar to the right, 2 receivers left, 1 to the right now. Looking to his left, throws. There's another one, could be intercepted, knocked down, incomplete. Another pick, you could see that happening with Stapleton over here. Riley at the 50-yard line, incomplete. A ball just hangs in the air, and the defender has time to get under it. So back to receive is Zelinskas and West. Derry punting. Line of scrimmage, 46-yard line of Derry. Had a beautiful punt a while ago. They scoop it off the ground, and he kicks it away from West, and that's not a good kick. All the way out of bounds. And they'll run it up the sideline to the 28. Indiana 28. 28-yard line, 8:18 to go, 27-0 Indiana in the third quarter.
27-yard punt. That other touchdown now with 27 points, and Colonial Mart contributing more money to the Teddy Bear Fund Drive, and we at $3 a point, $71 here tonight.
So here we go. Let's see. Sean Thompson still in there at quarterback.
Yep.
And he will deploy a receiver left in Carter. Stapleton inside the numbers to the right. Slot man inside him. 28-yard line. 1st and 10 left to right as we view it from the S&T Bank radio broadcast booth. Short drop looking. The lob down here. It is batted away. Incomplete intended for Stapleton around the 50-yard line. Sam Waters broke it up.
It's just underthrown. Riley had to stop and wait. He was double coverage, and quite frankly, lucky who didn't have it picked off.
Waters has a brother played for Slippery Rock. 2nd down. You have Waters, a 5'10 young man who is, right now they have Austin Hess, who is 5'9", on 6'4" Riley Stapleton. 2nd and 10 at the Indiana 28. 27-0 Indiana. The give is to West. He breaks the tackle inside. Now he cuts outside at the 40, 45, 50. He's down the sideline, and he is going to take it all the way for the touchdown. All the way for the touchdown. 72 yards, and Indiana tacks on more points. It's 33-0.
Well, he went into such heavy traffic right as he had the ball, and just nobody wrapped him up, and he just slithered away and pushed it out to the left side, and once he beat the corner, he was gone. There's no way they're going to touch him. 72 yards at the 8-minute mark. Didn't take Indiana long to score this time. 18 seconds.
Now, if they get 2 points, then they've got the mercy rule. It's 33-0, and I think they're going to.
I think they're going to go for it.
Yeah, I think they are. Oh boy, it's a long, long season for Derry. Man, O'Day, they have given up. And they're going to give the ball.
Got it.
Up the middle. And he got it. There you go. 2 points up the middle. 35-0. There's your mercy rule. All right, we're back in a moment after we take a timeout. WDAD MSA Sports Network.
In the Communications Media Department, we have a wide variety of focuses to fit each individual's talents and interests. From our high-definition cameras and our professional editing software to our motion capture lab and everything in between. The Communications Media Department at Indiana University of Pennsylvania has what you need. Visit our website to find out more about video, photography, audio, graphics, and more.
Indiana starting to pour it on now. 7:55 to go in this one. And here's the kickoff.
All righty, there it goes. Going to be taken to the 21-yard line and spinning his way on up to the 33-yard line. And the return man was Adrian Boyer of Derry. So West with a run of some 72 yards, and then he pounded it in for the two-pointer. And we're in the mercy situation here, so the clock will run. And it is 35-0 Indiana. Derry has the ball at their 33. And this drive will start with 7 minutes and 20 seconds to go. So here's Friedline now with a receiver to the right, and the toss is to the right. That's going to be intercepted, and here we go. Nobody there.
Nobody.
Another touchdown.
Keldon Spiker.
Spiker runs it back again. Same guy. I don't know how many yards they're going to give him. 38-40. We have an Indiana player that was down, too. I think it's 38 yards as they're going to give him.
We'll get the official on that.
That's 3 interceptions now.
And Spiker with 2 of them returning for a touchdown. And wow.
Yeah.
The wheels are off of the Trojans.
Talk about mercy. It's more than that. See the one Indiana player that was shaken up on the play, too. And the score is now 41-0.
Jack, officially 38 yards.
38, that's what I had jotted down there. Well, we've got a full moon above. I guess it's full. It's pretty close, so you know what's happening. Yeah. Scott will attempt the extra point. Here's the snap. Here's the spot, and it's good. 42-0 Indiana as they score again. We're going to be back in a moment. 6:51 to go, but remember, it's only the third quarter. It is the mercy rule in effect. We'll be back after a 30-second break on an IOMC night, WDAD, MSA Sports Network.
It's the most anticipated concert of the year, a B.E. Taylor Christmas, coming to the Kovalchik Complex December 20th. The B.E. Taylor Christmas Concert.
Feel the love of Christmas. It's never out of style.
Renda Broadcasting's Teddy Bear Fund Drive, in cooperation with S&T Bank, present a very special evening at the Kovalchik Complex.
Come, all ye faithful.
December 20th.
Did you know your baby.
Come share in this breathtaking celebration of holiday spirit. Tickets are on sale now.
So this is Christmas.
Tickets for a B. Taylor Christmas are on sale now at 1-800-298-4200 or online at KavalchikComplex.com. The magic of a B.E. Taylor Christmas returns December 20th.
As Jack said, just not even halfway through the third period yet. But again, that clock will run a little bit and speed things up at 42-0 in a game that certainly started a lot different than it's turning out, but lots of mistakes by this Derry team.
3 interceptions, 2 for touchdowns. Spiker has 2 of them. Keldon Spiker. 2 interceptions for touchdowns. Daquan West kicking off. There it is.
What is that?
Out of bounds.
He's had some good kicks.
I think he has a tired leg.
I think so, but he's had some pretty good kicks tonight. Down around the 5-yard line. That one just looked like my golf shot, just shot off to the right into the weeds.
6:22 to play, third quarter. And it is a romp here, 42-0. We had a procedure against Indiana.
It went out at the 21. They're going to set it at the 40 or 35-yard line automatically. Wow.
The overall series, it depends who they're playing. Derry area, it's 8-0-2. Derry Borough, it's 3-4-3. Derry Township, it's 4-0-0. So if you count all the boroughs and townships, it's 15-4-5. That take you back to 1938.
Did you do that game, Jack? Boy, the moon is beautiful up over the light star.
Yeah,
here.
it is.
Full moon here tonight.
This is a weather night. It's just a terrific night.
We're going to see it next time Indiana goes on offense. You can see Jake Zielinski's warming up down below us. We're going to see a lot of guys coming in off the bench.
Right now, I'd just like to see somebody snap the ball.
So would I. Now they're going to run the clock. And people there just walking to the far hash mark. Why, Jack? Okay.
I have no idea.
Oh, all right.
That's where they want it to be, I guess. All right, then the handoff goes to Balega, and he runs tough running to the 41-yard line. He is a hard-nosed player, picked up about 6.
By the way, Daquan West now in with 152 yards tonight.
Yeah, he had that 72-yard run. Thompson, 53-yard run. A lot of big plays for Indiana tonight, but this was expected. Poor Derry, well, they just jumped offside. Coming into the game, they had given up. Let's see here, 174 points, and they've given up 42 more. So you can figure out what that is. 216. Is that right?
They carry the one, bring down the 216 to 14 points.
And this is the 4th week of the season. Got a feel for him. Here's the handoff from Friedline. Inside handoff. And this time, I think that was the other Balega, Tyler Balega. Number 27.
Look, 27 it was.
Yeah, it was. Tyler Balega. He's a freshman, 5'6", 125. Picked up a couple. Tyler. Second down coming up. Third down coming up, and 8 to go. 2 receivers left and 1 to the right. And Friedline remains the quarterback. Trey Friedline. 4 minutes, 10 seconds to play, third quarter. Indiana in a romp here. Friedline looks, throws, caught. Oh, Tyler Balega took the hit after the catch. Riley Stapleton drilled him at the 38-yard line. And it is 4th down coming up. Yeah, it's one of those where you make the catch, you turn around, and you get a kiss. Zielinskis and West are back to receive.
And we'll probably see Jake Zielinskis at the quarterback spot.
And punting will be Beeman. Clint Beeman. Third quarter with a running clock. 3:25. It was running until they stopped it. Derry calls timeout.
Yep. Are we good here? We should Coach's Corner tomorrow at 8 o'clock.
Right.
We'll get a report from Coach Zielinskis. You'll hear that tomorrow. We'll recap the game tomorrow and all of the county teams on WDAD beginning at 8 o'clock tomorrow. Now that's 42 points. That's $4.20 off a pizza.
It's a lot.
At Fox's Pizza Den, because they're kind enough to offer 10 cents off every point, 10 cents off the cost of a large pizza for every point scored by Indiana. But you got to get your pizza tomorrow.
That's right.
So there should be a big pizza day in Indiana tomorrow.
It has to be on Saturday. All right, now we're ready to go. And Zielinski's back to receive the kick of Beeman. Indiana leads at 42-0. 3:22 the clock will start and it'll roll. And the snap is low. The kick is high. The kick is short. And it's going to end up in the Indiana bench.
And to the cheerleaders, almost into the reserve seats. Now the question is, where did it go out?
Yeah, it's going to be around the 45, somewhere in there.
44 and a half yard line. Whew. 2:59 to go, third period. Indiana with a 42-0 lead. And we'll see what kind of changes. No, Thompson went, no, let me look. No, Jake Zielinskis in at the quarterback spot. See if we have any other. We haven't mentioned Logan Albright's name, but he is in on the offensive line now.
Yeah, he had been
at the left tackle.
Yeah, he had played a little bit earlier, played some earlier. Slot left, slot right, man in motion is Scott, and the quarterback keeps it on the fake to the fullback, West, and then Jake keeps it, peels off the left side for a couple of yards. We mentioned about and Jake hurt himself. He's coming off.
It's his arm, right arm.
He's hurt.
Or right hand.
Yeah, his right hand or his right arm, and he is doubled up after that run. And Sean Thompson goes in immediately, and that is not what Coach Z wanted to see.
Oh, boy.
Because he has enough injuries, and next week Highlands comes to town, and this is his backup quarterback. It's also his defensive player, and the bottom line is it's his son.
And you go back, the sophomore is Brett Bryce.
Here's the pitch to Scott, turning the corner. Tries to stay in bounds. They run him out of bounds around the 50-yard line. It'll bring up a 3rd down and 6. And Jake is doubled up on the sideline over here.
And Rocky's there, unless it's just took a helmet on the hand or maybe got stepped on.
Yeah, he's bent over. Jake is bent over, and he's being double-checked by Rocky Fatino, the trainer. We're down to minute 15 and counting here in the third quarter, 42-0 Indiana. 3rd down, 6 yards coming up to go for Indiana with Scott in motion to the far side. Fake pitch. Thompson to the right. Man is open. Pass play. It's going to be caught. 40, 35, 30. There goes Carter. And he's going to take it all the way, and nobody's going to catch him. And it's a touchdown.
Daquan West.
Oh, it was Daquan. My bad. But it's a touchdown, and it goes 40-some yards for the score.
They were just shy of the 50-yard line. We'll probably give them 50 on that. So Thompson to West, and they make it look easy on that one.
52 seconds on the clock. And that comes from Sean Thompson on the pass play. Scott will attempt the extra point. Score, by the way, 48 now. And the kick by Ian Scott. Through the uprights, it is good. 49-0 Indiana. And we're going to be back in a moment. We'll take a timeout on an IRMC night. Week 4 on WDAD, the MSA Sports Network.
In the Communications Media Department, we have a wide variety of focuses to fit each individual's talents and interests. From our high-definition cameras and our professional editing software to our motion capture lab and everything in between. The Communications Media Department at Indiana University of Pennsylvania has what you need. Visit our website to find out more about video, photography, audio, graphics, and more.
Well, 3 plays, 55 yards. Took 2:07, but that's on a running clock. Still 52 seconds remaining in the third period, 49-0. Indiana with the lead. We saw Jake Zielinskis putting on some gloves, and I believe he's back on the field. He is on the far side wearing some gloves. He must have got stepped on, I would think, and got a couple of scrapes, but he's okay.
Ready to kick now. Line driver, far side of the field, 16-yard line. And up the far sideline. Oh, what a hit.
Did you?
Jeez. Around the 32-yard line.
That hit was by Ryan Waters, by the way. Whew, that wasn't even the ball carrier.
This is a shame. All right, Derry has the ball. What else can I say?
We're going to run out of time, Jack.
That's it.
In the third.
In the third. We go to the fourth quarter. We'll be back. 49-0 Indiana, right here on WDAD, the MSA Sports Network.
In the Communications Media Department, we have a wide variety of focuses to fit each individual's talents and interests. From our high-definition cameras and our professional editing software to our motion capture lab and everything in between. The Communications Media Department at Indiana University of Pennsylvania has what you need. Visit our website to find out more about video, photography, audio, graphics, and more.
And we begin the fourth quarter. The handoff to Tad D. Valerio. And he is down with a loss of a yard back at the 31-yard line. Derry has the ball. We just begin the fourth quarter. We're in the mercy situation here. Have mercy. 49-0. Indiana. Derry with the ball. Direct snap to Friedline. Throws near sideline. Pass is caught. Right him out of bounds. Just a bit shy of the 35. And Dietz coming over to make the tackle on Beeman. Clint Beeman. I'm going to spot it at the 34.5, third down coming up. And 8 to go for the Trojans. A lot of big plays in this game for Indiana and a lot of mistakes by Derry. Back to pass, Friedline over the middle. There was nobody there, incomplete. And the closest player to it was Indiana defenseman Noah Money. Indiana has Money in there, Spiker with 2 interceptions for touchdowns. Zielinskis going back to receive, and West. And Derry will punt. Beeman will punt. Clock is rolling here. We'll have the First Commonwealth Bank Time to Be First post-game show coming up. Kick is away, coming up to meet it. West, 37-yard line, stutter step, running laterally, trying to turn the corner. And he will go across the 50, 45, 40, 35, and the 30-yard line. Breaks a tackle, heads for the end zone, and West is going to go for the score. But there is a flag at the 40, and I think it's going to come back. Yep, they're going to bring that back. Once he turned the corner, he gone.
He's come back, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. Ugh.
Flag is right on the 40. He did his stutter step around the 37.
Usually you get a block in the back on one of these.
Yeah, Indiana could run a highlight film tonight. And you really feel bad for the Trojans. Going to pick up the laundry down there at the 40-yard line.
You'd think this was fairly cut and dry, but they are discussing it.
Okay.
Okay. So we had
Must have been
2 blocks in the back.
Okay.
Yeah.
So they just decline one and take the other one. And that's going to move it back to about the 20.
And the beat goes on.
And the clock continues to roll. 8:50. It's probably the best rule they've ever made up for this game in these games of this nature. So they'll take it back to the 30-yard line. Indiana 49, Derry nothing. And here we go from the 30-yard line. Let's see who else is in here for Indiana. Yeah, and lining up under the under center is Zelinskas with a lone setback. And Derry hustles their 11th man on the field. Quick hitter up the middle. We'll get a couple. To the 36.
Evan Page carried the ball. His first carry tonight.
Evan Page is a senior. He's 5'11", 170. And he picked up 5, second down and 5, just outside the Indiana 35. 7:40 and a running clock here. Mercy Rule. We'll have a talk with Coach Z on the post-game show. I don't know what all he can say about this thing. Off the left side, there goes Page again. He'll pick up a first down and take it to about the 47-yard line. Holmes came over to make the stop. First down, Indiana. Highlands next week, homecoming. And we'll have it for you right here, beginning at 6:30 with the pregame. And don't forget our Luther Ford Lincoln Coach's Corner show at 8 o'clock tomorrow morning. Never did get a final on the Pirates. Maybe it's not over yet, but they were leading 5-1. No hurry by Indiana. Under 7 minutes to play. And you're up by 49. Jake Zelinskas turns, looks, throws a pass, and it's going to be caught off the left side, staying in bounds and diving to the 43-yard line. Zelinskas hitting his receiver, Noah Money. And Money took it for a first down, Derry territory. At the 42. Money, Zelinskas.
Pirates in the 7th.
Okay, we just got that word that the Pirates lead 4-2 in the 7th inning. Thank you for that little voice in my ear. 6:10 to go. Zelinskas taking all the time he can on the 25-second clock. And he will hand it off. No, he keeps the football. He'll break down the left side, cuts across the field at the 20, 15, and he'll take it for a touchdown. 42 yards for Jake Zelinskas. Man, O'Day, it's 55-0.
Just some missed tackles, and everything's wrong. It certainly started off a lot different in that first quarter than we have seen the rest of the way. It is just Indiana just running all over Derry. Very little opposition going right now.
Frankly, it's like the varsity and the JVs.
Yeah.
Hate to say that, but
it's a fact.
It's pretty much the bottom line. Scott will attempt the extra point. Well, when you take a look at their scores, they've lost 58-7, 64-7, and 52-0. This is right there. Right on the mark. And that extra point by Scott is good.
Boy, it sailed low and looked like he missed it from here.
I thought it went under. 56-0. We'll be back. Kickoff. 5:50 to play. WDAD MSA Sports Network.
All your professors, all of them, they know that all it takes is one dreamer with passion, one person, and they hope in each of you that you might be that one who makes a longer-lasting light bulb, who writes music for the ages, who reaches into the mind and discovers a new star and who can change the world of a fifth grader. We're gathered here to hope in you.
Jack Benedict Bell Auto back at the S&T Bank broadcast booth. S&T Bank, my life, my bank, my. It's 56-0, Indiana.
That means $5.50 off of Fox's Pizza tomorrow, Jack. We're getting one.
All right, here we go. Here's the kick. Line driver going to back him up at the 13-yard line. And it is Tyler Balega who returns to the 29. And a correction on the return. No, that was number 13 instead. Austin Hess.
Well, we're going to start looking for some numbers. Jim Decker is out there for Indiana. We have Tom Zalosik. Let's take a look. Who else do we have? Isaac Gray, he's been in. We've got number 50, that's Isaac. I'll try to pick up some of these numbers.
Dakota Keith is in there as a cornerback. And we have a new quarterback, Josh Bauer, a freshman.
Al Abusev is in for Indiana.
And a handoff from the quarterback, Bauer, to Tad Del Valerio. Going to get four yards. Gray made the tackle.
By the way, Daquan West is going to finish tonight 14 carries, 152 yards.
Okay.
And, of course, when you gallop for 72 on one time, that does well. But 14 for 152, and he really showed some great running tonight.
Here's a handoff, and that is Tyler Balega. And he's tackled. He goes down after about a yard on the play.
Well, we're approaching the 4-minute mark, and I've got to ask Coach Z questions.
Good for you.
I was going to say, if you want to get down and I'll man the... Okay.
Well, it's better this way than the other way.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
56-0 is a lot better than on the other side. And they turn and spin and get him down at the line of scrimmage. A real scrum down there. The ball carrier was Sonny Stevens.
Dakota Keith I see in the game. We're trying to get some of these names for you. Also, I see Brian Warwick, number 15. Good to see these guys getting a shot at this. We have Ben Snyder. So really, the Indiana coaching staff has virtually emptied the bench.
Fourth down, Derry going to punt.
Geez, we have 3 minutes. Indiana could score again.
Oh, please. 56-0 Indiana.
This will be Noah Money back for the return.
And the kick is away. Money reaches up for it. It goes between his hands. He goes back, picks it up at the 25.
Look out.
He's going the wrong way. He loses the football. It's still loose at the 22-yard line. And scrambling for it. Derry has it.
Derry looked like they were on top of it unless somebody wrestled it away. They got it. Derry comes up with the ball. The infamous number 2 that we don't know. There's the cross-country runner.
Number 2, the cross-country runner, made the recovery.
The cross-country runner comes up with the ball, so we just called him Chris Cross-Country Runner. There was number 2. We don't know who he is. Oh, boy.
An old number and a new player.
2 minutes to go.
Ball's on the 22 of Indiana. Bauer throws the pass, and it's caught by Tyler Balega. And Tyler, don't you know that they want to score? They've only scored 14 points this year. And Indiana needs a shutout. At least their defense does.
Keeping in mind that clock continues to run, 1:35 to go.
And Derry, with a hurry-up mode, is at the 16.
Well, they had 12 on the field, and they figured that out. Here comes the...
and the ball handoff only to the 15-yard line. And it actually lost maybe a half a yard on the play.
It truly is a JV game now, as they've cleaned the bench. And the band right below us.
Minute 6.
Well, Jack, listen, I'm going to go down and talk to Coach Z.
All right, good luck. Direct snap, Bauer fakes. He looks to throw. No, he handed off. And going to be brought down, Balega around the 11-yard line. We're going to have the post-game show, First Commonwealth Bank post-game show, time to be first. That'll be coming your way. And it's been all Indiana here tonight. After Derry ran 16 plays in the first quarter. Bauer's back, and he looks, and he sets, and he throws in the end zone. And was it caught? They're going to give him a touchdown. And it was caught by number 3, I believe. Yeah, Carrick Hoffman. Carrick Hoffman makes the catch, and Derry scores with 26 seconds. So after the fumble recovery, and you got to give them credit because they did not give it up. They hung in there, and they got on the board. 6 points for Derry. Holmes will attempt the extra point, an unfamiliar spot for him. And the kick, no good. Well, we're down to 26 seconds left in the game, and it's 56-6 in favor of Indiana. And we're going to keep it right here at the S&T Bank broadcast booth. A fumble recovery of the fumble on the punt. And then, of course, they hung in there. And the quarterback, the backup quarterback, Josh Bauer, with a pass to Carrick Hoffman. Hoffman was covered really well. A freshman, well, he'll remember that. That's for sure. That'll stay in his mind forever. And he makes the catch for the touchdown. But it's 56-6. Indiana will be hosting Highlands next week. I understand, I think we got a report that Mars defeated Highlands. And we'll double check that before we leave the air. And coming up, of course, on the Colonial Motor Mart out-of-town scoreboard. We'll also announce the Bill Thompson State Farm Insurance Player of the Game. Well, they're going to have an onside kick here with 26 seconds left. Holmes tees it up at the 40. And Holmes is ready to kick it off in the last 26 seconds of this game. Here's the approach. And it kicks it about midfield. Going to take a hop, 32-yard line, and up the sideline and down at the 42-yard line. And a return by Indiana. And they're going to run it out here. And the clock is running out, and the clock has expired. This game is over, and Indiana wins it 56-6 to even their record at 2-2. Derry drops to 0-4 on the year, and that's the end of this game here at Andy Kosneski Field.
name is Howie Bagosa, and I am a designer for Disney Interactive Studios. So I design video games, specifically Club Penguin, which is a virtual world for kids. And I basically am in charge of creating art assets for this game and basically making the game look fun and exciting and approachable for kids. So I was never an actual graphic design major, but I didn't let that stop me from pursuing what I wanted to do. As a communications media major, I tried to look for mentors to help facilitate the dreams that I wanted to pursue. One of my mentors in particular was Dr. Drew Davidson, and he showed me that not only could I dream about being a graphic designer for video games and working in the video games industry, he showed me how to get there, you know, and that was a really big step for me, knowing that I had a dream, but also the map and the path to walk on to get to that position. Going to IUP has helped me, you know, dip my feet into many different disciplines and interests, and that has really helped me out a lot in my career. You would think that being a dance minor has absolutely nothing to do with anything, right, except dance. But that experience alone at IUP has helped me become an animator for Disney. Getting a sense of timing and movement translates really well from dance to animation. The class sizes at IUP are really small, but sitting in a smaller class and getting a lot of attention from your professors, amazing. Like, it's hard, it's difficult to really engage and absorb the knowledge that a professor gives to you in a large setting. One of the things that I really enjoyed about the small settings was that I was able to find good mentors. Dr. Lambersky, Dr. Drew Davidson, these people have all molded me and shaped me into becoming this fierce, you know, professional and really pursue my dreams. Growing up, our family didn't have a lot of money, and school and college was almost a pipe dream. IUP gave me that chance. I would not be where I am today if it weren't for the people at my college who placed their faith in me. Find your success at IUP.